All right, I'm Mike. Welcome to the Inside Hope meeting on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Really don't have a lot going on. I've been here before, but it's been a long time. But I wanted to say that I'm 30 days back off of relapse, so I have 30 days clean tonight. And I knew what to do because I took care of what I needed to on the inside, so that I would be prepared to come back outside. And even though I did relapse, I knew how to get back into a program and start my recovery all over again. Does anybody want to start talking about where they're at today? Anybody at all?
Cody, I'm an addict.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, Cody.
Today is a very special day for me. It's a Sunday, Valentine's Day. My mom got me some chocolates, stuff like that. The simple things in life out here. I'm clean today. That's another blessing. Glad I can make it here, talk with you guys. Overall, everything's going pretty well. So just wanted to share that with all you guys.
My name's Whitney. I'm an addict.
Hey, Whitney.
I think it's ironic that we're talking about where we are today because this time last year I was on life support. So I call yesterday my rebirth day. So and I just know that I need to do things different. I always go back out because I never work the program. So this time I've gotten a sponsor and I'm gonna do everything she says to a T. And I'm gonna change my people, places, and things. And I have hope today, I really do. Like I said, it couldn't be worse than last year. And it's Valentine's Day is my mom's birthday, so it wasn't a very good birthday gift to be on life support. So, and that's where it is. It's an epidemic, and people are dying. And so, if I know that I just work this simple program and keep in the rooms and keep around people that are doing the same thing I'm doing, and talk to my sponsor and work the steps. I don't know why I think I'm different than any other addict. I never work the steps, but that's because I always have reservations and I don't want to disappoint anybody. But today I don't, and so I got a sponsor and I met her last Monday for the first time, and she's good people. We were in jail together 11 years ago, and she got out and got it right away, and she's celebrating 11 years February 2nd, or 22nd. So she got it and I didn't, and I haven't found much since then, but pain and suffering, and I'm sick and tired today, so I'm gonna try something different and do whatever she suggests I do. And I'm really grateful to be here, especially considering where I was last year. So thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing. Whitney, can I ask you a couple questions real quick?
Yeah.
So this is your first time at this meeting?
Yes.
Who told you to come here?
This one right here came down to get me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No.
but I would have come anyway knowing what this was involving, because I think that it's important that people inside the walls have hope, and it's a tough struggle, you know what I'm saying? So.
Most definitely. Weren't you recently released as well?
I was released into the McShin program. They didn't want to release me, but they put a $10,000 tab on it and said that gave me a bunch of stipulations and gave me enough rope to hang myself for real. So, I can either do this or not. And I want it today. Like I said, if somebody told me to go sleep in the dumpster for 3 days to get rid of my addiction, I'm that serious this time. I would do it. I'd be like, which dumpster, where? You know what I'm saying? Do I get a pillow? Hey. It's better than jail. It's better than another day in jail. So yeah.
Thank you. Who's next?
Zach, I'm an alcoholic.
Zach?
I came to McShin a week ago. I had a daughter on New Year's Day this year, which she really opened up my eyes, and I knew I needed to come somewhere to get help. I checked myself in last week to a detox facility, and then came straight up here to Virginia. My first experience in jail back 12, 13 years ago was my bunkmate getting hit with a lock and a sock right underneath me.
Mm-hmm.
Busted his head wide open, blood everywhere.
You busted his head?
No.
Yeah, his roommate got his head
In the
busted.
middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, he got his head busted open with a lock and a sock.
That's why they don't sell locks anymore.
I came to McShin with, I wanted strength and hope. I had it, I have it. That's why I'm here. I came on my own free will. The day I saw my daughter born, it just changed my life. I knew I had to do something. I couldn't resort to the alcohol every day. It seems like these past 16 years, it's all been a blur. With that, I pass.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Well, we're glad you're here, man. So appreciate you coming out.
I'm John.
Hey, John.
John,
Hey.
looking good, John.
Thank you.
Isn't that nice?
At about 30 pounds heavier than my addiction. Whitney shared people, places, and things. That's the things I've always had problems with. Every time I go back out, you know, that's my weakness, people and old places. You know, that really, I really got to work on that this time. Like the other day, I went by, I got my car, and I went by a spot, and I was like, man, I'd love to stop by there, but I know if I stop by there, I know what's gonna happen. I was like, I just kept on going, you know. Wanted to stop bad, but that's always been my downfall, and I want this recovery bad, so with that I gotta change people, places, and things. And as Matt, the guy using church this morning, I got my new herd of guys, you know. And I just gotta stick with them, keep getting phone numbers, keep calling people, and you know, and then the thing I know I'm having a problem with is the first step, admitting that you're powerless over your addiction and life become manageable. I don't have a problem with that, but just knowing that there's a chance I could go back out. If I have 5 years clean, there's always a chance that you'll go back out. I mean, I know it's one day at a time, but I take it 1 minute at a time sometimes, but just admitting that you're powerless over your addiction and your life has become unmanageable, which I know my life has come unmanageable, but it's like something on the shoulder tells you sometimes, you know, well, I see people going back out all the time. That worries me about me, because I don't want to be that person, you know. I'm still young. I think 41 is still young.
Got your life ahead.
You know, and it just to say that I'm going to be clean for the rest of my life is a hard step, because it's one day at a time.
Right.
But you still want to tell yourself, I'm not doing this shit no more, you know, I'm going to be clean. But that's, you know, that's my problem. I just want to be clean, but I listen to people and they keep going back out after 20 years, going back out thinking they can do it all, you know, that scares the hell out of me. And I pass.
Thanks, John.
Big Willie K, added alcoholic.
Hey, baby.
You know, this time last year I was locked up. this last time this year, I think I was it February 14th? I was in Riverside Regional Jail. I was sitting in Fort Echo. That kind of sucked. I don't know what we're doing. They ain't even locked down for real, but you know, CEO's not coming to work because they doing something. You know, I can really relate with that people, places, and things thing, because I'm from, you know, Dinwiddie, and each time I've gone to treatment or gone to jail, it's like I always go back there for the same people, places, and things, and it ultimately I always screw up. You know, my bottom was like getting locked up for the 3rd time in a row and catching all these other charges. But the main thing that really proved my bottom was when I stole $2,000 or plus from my parents, thinking, you know, I don't want to feel no more. I just want to get high. You know, after all that, I got on bond. I'm still on bond, $3,000 bond, because I still got to go to court for all that. But, you know, I went to the Life Center Galax, and now I'm here. I trapped myself voluntarily in here because I don't want to go back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie sucks. There's nothing going on for me out there. Nothing. You know, the McShin Foundation is definitely, let me just put it like this. The Galax, Virginia thing turned my life around 180 degrees. McShin is starting to make me do that the rest of that rotation to get me back to how I need to be. You know, I like how you said one day at a time. I'm not gonna be the person to say, oh, I'm gonna be sober for years, because I can only take it one day at a time. I'm not saying I have reservations, because I really don't, because I don't feel like I want to go back out. I don't want to, because I know where that leaves me. Jails, institutions, and if not worse, death. I'm going to die here. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be sitting with all these wonderful people talking to you guys who one little hope, one little message to be shared. You know, I came in the program about when I was 16, I'm 21 now. I wish I would've got this back then. I've had 14 months, 6 months, 3 months, a month. But each time I did the one thing that they told me to do. I didn't do what they told me to do. Keep going to meetings, change your people, places, and things, and don't pick up no matter what. All those 3 things I failed at. I changed my recovery today like I changed my drugs. I hit 2-3 meetings a day. I do service work. I got a sponsor. I got a home group. Things are going good. I mean, yeah, I still got troubles on the horizon, but I'm taking those as they come. You know, it's a happy day today. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. I don't really care for it. It's just another day in my mind. Just a bunch of hearts everywhere. And tomorrow, you know, the chocolate's on sale for like 75% off. But, you know, besides that, it's a wonderful day. You know, I can look up in the sky at night and see the stars and stuff, but there be a steel grated thing over me. And it's like,
About the cage.
that's pretty, yeah, about the cage. It's like, this is really cool. You know what? When I got released this last time, I got a sense of freedom. Like, I was like, this is the first time, every other time I've been locked up, I ain't been bonded out. I just chilled. I'm already in here, so let's get it over and done with. This time I got bonded out because, you know, there was a chance for me to turn my life around. I'm happy to be sitting with all these people. I generally say these people are my friends, because they actually genuinely care for me. They're not worried about how much money I got, how much drugs I got, what type of car I got, what type of clothes I got. They care about what's going on with me. I mean, this is something that I would suggest anybody would want. This is a good day. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you, sir.
Drew?
Hi, my name's Drew. I'm a drug addict, alcoholic. How y'all doing? See, it's Valentine's Day. I feel blessed to be alive, to be sitting here in this chair today. On this day last year, I was by myself and I was in a motel, and I got in like a drunken fueled rage, and I ripped the bathroom door off the hinges and smashed a chair, and somebody called the police, and they came and they arrested me. They took me out of there. I think I was just wearing flip-flops and boxers, got arrested like that. And I was by myself, you know. So stuff can happen. But when did I come here? I came here on December 2nd, and since then I've been going to all the meetings we go to. We go to 2 different organizations, and just, you know, doing what they tell us to do. You know, it keeps us sober and safe. You know, network with, you know, good people. You surround yourself with a good herd, and you know, get a sponsor and work the steps. I got a sponsor. I need to start working the steps though. Just got to find time to do that. But I've been, you know, going to all the groups, networking with the people. You know, just doing what I can to stay clean, and yeah, I'm just really blessed to be alive, because I've had a few close calls in the last year, and one of those times I go to the ER for an overdose. So, you know, yeah, things get real, but yeah, jail ain't fun. You know, I was in Riverside for some months before I came here, and just being locked down all the time and eating shitty food, and you know, I mean, the only thing I had to look forward to was my nighttime medication and an occasional honey bun, and you know, that sucks.
There you go.
You know, for real. You know, and I don't know, luckily I had my mom put money in my books a couple times. But other than that, this is a real good organization, and there's good positive people here. So, you know, come here and you know, if you want to do what's right, change your life around. Thank you for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing. I'm Whitney, I'm an addict. I'm sorry, I just gotta piggyback off something Big Willie K said, because I was thinking about hindsight, and it truly is 2020. And I was 2 days off of bed when I went out, and I used once, and I overdosed. And I was on life support, and that's all it takes is one time. You know what I'm saying? And I just done from December 1st to February 11th in Riverside. And the struggle is real there, let me tell you what. It's $3 a day now. And no, that's crazy, just thinking about that, and ironic that I would end up here today out of all days, because like I said, last year I didn't have the strength and hope, and I have today, and that's what it's taking people out, is just one time. That's all it takes, because you think you can go back out and do it again. And I hadn't been going, ripping and running for days. I literally did it one time after being found time served. I never do just 2 months, I do years. And I got time served, and I used once and ended up in Chippenham on life support. So that's crazy, because today I have a lot of hope, and I have a great network of people. The McShin Foundation has just been a stepping stone to so much more. You know, there's so much more to life than canteen and rent and seeing your family, your loved ones behind the glass. So thanks for pointing that out. Like, I was literally 2 days off of it when I went out last year. And you know, you hear that's when it happens to a lot of people. They think they can go back out and do it just one more time, and they end up dying. And it could have been me for all. And I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and share, like, well, how many, like, in the past 2 years, I'll share with you how many times I've been locked up. I've been locked up 3 times because of my addiction. First time was May 15th, 2014. I was locked up till March 1st, 2015. I don't know how many months that is. I don't really care because it kind of sucked. Then 2 months exactly. May 1st, I get locked up again because I decided I want to get effed up for DWI. I stay a month in and get out on June 17th. 5 months go down the line, October 31st, I get locked back up. I mean, there's a cycle here, if you catch what I'm saying. There's beginning to start a cycle here. Once I go in, I can't get out. So there's definitely a reason why I should definitely stay in these rooms.
Like quicksand.
Yeah. So, you know, I'll just go ahead and say I suck at being a criminal.
Or any of us successful criminal.
How you doing today?
My name's Dylan, I'm an addict.
How you doing?
Last year this time I was just getting out of detox, 229 Henrico West. I got locked up at the very end of January, so they kept me like a 14, 15 day detox. I told them I was on everything in the world because I wanted more stuff to have when I was in there. So, but I'm in a better place today. And just to point out what to y'all guys, as you see everybody that's in here, that's they're in a completely different place than they were this year. This young lady, she's alive. This guy's out. He's out. I was locked up with this man. I was locked up with this man. Everybody's out. So there is hope. And just remember that it's only for a season. It's not forever, you know. And if it is, you got to make the best of your situation and try to help the next person out. And it sucks. It's Valentine's Day. None of y'all want to hear it. I know I wouldn't if I was locked up and I heard somebody say Valentine's and, you know, whatever, I'd walk away. But everybody here is an example of trying to do the next right thing, to try to live, to try to better themselves from what we've done before. And that's the whole purpose of this Project Inside Hope, is to give y'all hope and let you know there is a way. it's hard. We all have our character defects. We all have some things with us. We all have some shit with us, and we have to let those things go. Just like you said, the people, places, and things. You change the people you hang around with. You change the things the people you change the people. You change the places you go, and you change the things you normally did. So it's a ripple effect. So once you do one thing, which is hang out with better people, then you end up hanging out in better places, and you do better things. And then better places end up just like this, and you do things just like this. We're doing now. We're feeding back into y'all to try to get y'all the hope to come back out here and let you know that it's there's a way, there's a different way. And then just not even just with addiction itself. It's about the way our mind is and the way we think at things, and trying to get over on people or snatching ass or judging or whatever the case may be. It's not just the addiction itself, it's the mind process and the mind thought that we would do. You can still be clean and sober and still live dirty as anybody else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and for me, I was in there from the end of January of 15. I got out November 8th of 15. So I've only been out for about a little bit over 90 days. And I just talked to a friend of mine today. He's actually in the RISE program, and he's down and out. And he's like, what am I supposed to do, man? I said, and he's worried about the girl on the outside, which is fine, but he ain't got no kids with her. So I was like, there's no big deal. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what I mean? Is the old saying. But I said, take this time as you're sitting down. God's got you sitting down right now for a reason. Either that you're going to end up either getting more time in jail, or he's going to get tired of you and take you home. So take this time as you're locked up to better yourself, to fix or try to maintain or fix or get rid of the old ways. I know it's hard. You're locked up. You have to put a persona on. You have to put that shield on and be something that you're not. Because I know for a fact, we got to act tough and stuff. But if I seen you face to face, I'd see the good in you. I'd see your heart. I'd see God's given me that gift of discernment of seeing through the bullshit. The tough guy stuff, or all that stuff, and we all have good in us, man. But it often comes down to really what the topic was going to be tonight was patience. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with God. God's time isn't our time. You know what I mean? We want it when we want it right then. If being locked up, I know. You want the lawyer to come see you when you're supposed to come see you. So-and-so better be here before visitation's over with. And my money better be on the books 2 days before. So if I need to figure something out so I can get something for somebody else to, work off how I'm going to bid, yeah. So, and you have to be patient with that, man. And it sucks because we're a microwave society. We want to be able to put it in, hit 30 seconds, and have it done. Nobody ever wants to put it in the oven and let it cook. And get real good. And that's part of patience, is letting it sit in there and cook and let all the juices of the fruits of life and all the juices of the goodness soak into the meat, which is you, and to get something from it, which would be the taste. And, the same thing with recovery or bettering yourself. And it's patience, man. It sucks. But I've learned over time, it gets better. As long as you use your time wisely. And the way I look at it is God's time. So if it's His time and He's letting me have it, so I need to use it the right way. I don't need to waste it. I don't need to bull crap doing this and that, or keep doing the same thing I was doing. So just keep coming to the meetings, keep watching the videos. If you get out, come see us. It's growing. It definitely is. I started this thing 10 years ago, and I ran from it. Because I didn't have patience. I was like, I want to be clean and sober and not have to worry about this thing no more, but that's not the way it works. It's in us now, and we're used to that lifestyle. It's easy to do bad and hard to do good. So it's anything worth having, you have to work for it. You know what I mean? And that's hard, especially being in locked up. And it was for me. And if anybody ever, if y'all watching, you see this, you recognize me or know who I am, you can exactly know what I did. Every morning after breakfast, I did laps every morning. I did all my workouts. Then I did lockdown, and I came back out and I did whatever I had to do. I stayed busy. I kept reading. I kept doing the right thing. I kept trying to help out somebody, or at least be a kind word, or even be an ear, man. And those are the things that you do to better yourself, to soften your heart, to make you a better person, to where when you come out, you make better decisions. And it's hard. I know it is. You know, that's me personally. I really don't give a fuck about people. I give a fuck about me. But the recovery is changed my heart. It actually brings it in me now to where when I share or I love on people, it's the recovery that comes out of me that loves on people. Because my flesh is selfish. It always has been. You know, so more recovery I get, softer my heart gets, kinder my words get. You know, but it's a ripple effect, man. You know, and definitely the people, places, and things. That's the biggest one. You know, the main topic. People, places, and things, and patience. You got to be patient with yourself, with people, with life, and just take that split second or a couple minutes to think about what you're going to do before you do it. And you can do that, man. If you just follow those simple little suggestions, because that's all we're doing is giving y'all suggestions. And as you can see, the group is changing. It's getting a little bigger. We're getting different faces. We're getting a little. Hopefully by the end of this year, this whole room's full. We're in a different room. We're downstairs where the meeting's going on now, and that's what I hope. And I hope the guys that are watching, y'all in here with us, talking back. And that's the whole part of this. We're not getting nothing out of this. We don't get paid to do this. We don't. You know what I mean? We come up here because we've been there. We love y'all. We care about you as a person, as a sick and suffering addict or sick and suffering person. You know, that's stuck in the ways of life. And that's all we're trying to do, man. And keep watching the videos. Come see us. If ain't nobody tell you all today they love you, we love you. Keep coming back. Come see us. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
I wanted to talk to Jonathan. I had the privilege of just meeting him not too long ago, but we lived together, and about the people, places, and things. Tell me about what happened when somebody close to you just recently relapsed.
Message.
Blast.
My name's Jonathan, man.
Hey, John.
Hey, Jonathan.
I'm a little hard-headed motherfucker, right? I'm the one that was sitting in the back of the groups that didn't listen, told the CEOs, you eat it. All that crazy shit, right? The first time I was in that program, I went out on work release, I OD'd. So I come back in the program, still a hard-headed little motherfucker. Blame the judge, blame the PO, can't believe he violated me because I brought back 3 felonies that don't make no sense. You know, and I had to hear that cell door click a bunch of times. I had it down to the hour when I was coming home. I think the last time I was counting, it was like 2,000 hours. You know, I was sitting in group counting minutes. How much time am I, you know, I got 38 chows before I go home, you know. I was so focused on the stupid shit, I got right back out and started the stupid shit. I started ripping and running, you know, hanging with same people before I got locked up with, the same people that didn't write me, didn't put no money on my books. You know, I'm your homeboy, I'm gonna hold you down. Ain't even accepting the calls. This shit was retarded, man, because I sit there plenty of nights, man, fucking mad at everybody else except me, man. And I'm the only one that made the choice to do what I was doing. I couldn't blame nobody else. I mean, it sounds good when you're in there, you know. I got caught with 3 ounces of dope, man. I can't believe you searched me and this and that, you know. But what I learned is if I don't play the game, I can't lose. If I'm not doing something to put myself in front of that PO, I ain't got nothing to worry about. If I'm not going dirty, I'm good. Hell, I piss every day now. I mean, I'm doing it. But
Feels good.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have this thing perfect either, because I have a hard time with patience in people, places, and things. Like, I have 2-3 certain people that are on my ass 24/7 because they see something that I don't pay attention to. And they're like, oh, you can't ride with this person. And I'm looking at them, once again, crazy, like, the hell does he know? And within, I don't know, an hour of me getting in the car with dude, we're on the way to pick up dope. 20 minutes later, he's running in the 7-Eleven shooting dope. And like I said, I didn't pay no attention to the shit that they were telling me. I was just like, man, what the fuck does he know, man? He doesn't know my past. But they know I shot dope. They know I ripped and ran with them, and that's the shit that I don't have right now, man. And it fucks with me because I don't want to go out and get high. I don't want to go count hours, count chows, wait for Monday for French toast. I don't want to do that shit no more, man.
Struggle for you.
Right to the chicken.
Yeah, you know, I got 2 items for the bird. You know, I can go to Popeyes now for $2.99 and get 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Is that when you were saying last week you were freaking out? You had to, felt like you had to get back?
Yeah.
Struggle is real.
But you also got something good that just happened in your life too. Just gotta
Yeah, see, I'm still focused on all the bad shit that happens to me. Yeah, I started working again. I'm cooking, something I know how to do, something I don't have to worry about getting trained for, and that's definitely a lighter load off my shoulders. I'm able to provide more for myself and eventually provide for my 3 kids that I can't see due to the choices that I made. Not the judge, not the baby mama. Now granted, we do argue sometimes, but if I ain't never put her through the shit that I put her through, we wouldn't be arguing. So I don't know, all y'all in the back fucking around, laughing probably right now. Just tighten up, man, tighten up. This shit does work, and if y'all ever done time with me, you know that me sitting here is fucking nuts. I still look at myself sometimes like, damn, you're actually clean for over 10 days or over 20, whatever. I feel a whole lot better about myself, for real. The smoke hasn't all the way cleared yet, I'm not gonna lie. And the pain ain't stopped yet, but I know I'm not making the pain any worse, you know, ripping and running, you know, I'm just making up for all the shit that I was avoiding. So of course it's gonna, you know, be pain. Anybody says that it's not, then you just
You're actually
poof
feeling
back.
the pain though, right?
Yeah, exactly. I actually feel the shit. And it sucks, the feeling sucks, but I mean, I'd rather be feeling this way knowing that I can wake up and I can pretty much reset every day now. I don't have to worry about waking up, same routine, ripping and running. You know, who am I gonna give chocolate milk to so I can get high? You know, I mean, how long am I going to sit in this car with him, lying to him that I just dug in his wallet so I can go out and get mine after, you know, I help him look for his that I got in my pocket. You know, the shit's retarded for real, man. And I don't know, man. There's some people that's never coming home, man. Never coming home due to one choice, one 5-6 second split decision. Ain't never coming home, man. That little, you know, the little time or the time you're doing now, you're gonna see daylight. There's some people that's not coming home. There's some people in the pine box right now due to the decision they made. Nobody else, the judge, nobody else did that shit for them. They did it. I'm not passing that.
Thanks for sharing.
Sharon.
I'm Mike, and I'm an addict for sure.
Mike?
But I just wanted to recap for all my fans out there and just let them know, you know, what had happened to me since I've been home. I got home like October 15th. But the reason I said fans was, you know, because I still have a lot of people that I talk to that are on the inside, you know, that are still rooting for me to do the right things, and you know, that I still communicate with, and you know, a couple of them are actually coming home this month, so I'm looking forward to that. But you know, I got out October 15th, so I've literally almost been out 4 months to the day after doing 15 months, and then you let's see, I stayed clean probably about a week when I got out. And, you know, after that I was off to the races. You know, I'd come to this meeting like 3 times, you know, probably not even all the way there. And, you know, it's difficult, you know, everybody else around me always knows what's going on. It's just I'm always the last one to see it. And, you know, it takes so much for me to realize that. And, you know, I got beat down this time worse than I ever had. And, you know, I hadn't even been out there that long, but, you know, my family had just had enough. And they saw where I was headed and they just had to cut ties with me. And, you know, I was more or less just living on the street or sleeping in somebody's car. And, you know, that's when I really woke up. I had moved like locations like 3 times since I've been home, and the PO had called me up and she told me, you know, I need to come in because she was violating me. You know, and I practically had to beg her. I was like, look, if you lock me up, I'm just gonna be in the same situation I was when I get back out again. That, you know, it's gonna just start the path all over again. Like, I really need to do something different. So, you know, after convincing her to let me stay on the outside, I decided to come to a recovery house over here on the north side. And for real, you know, it's been working out great for me. Like, another disclaimer I wanted to add was, the reason Cricket's not here tonight is because, you know, they bought a whole restaurant out tonight for like 20 different couples. And they're just having a huge Valentine's Day dinner, you know, so he sprung it on me the last minute that I was just going to be coming up here doing this. And, you know, that's how Cricket does things. And, you know, but it's all about, you know, that service work, you know. For me, it's, you know, helping other people out. And I don't know, because the root of my disease is self-centeredness and selfishness. And when I'm out there ripping around, I really don't care about anybody else. And, you know, just I'm going to put that next one in me. And, you know, that's not the way I feel today. You know, I helped a family paint their house, and actually a pipe broke on us today. And, you know, but it was all right. You know, we weren't using, and, you know, we got through it, and it was all right. So that was kind of cool, actually. But, you know, doing these things, it's difficult for me, but I accept the fact that these are things that I have to do if I want to stay clean. Because if I don't do these things, you know, I'm just going to go back out there, because I like to half-ass the program and just do things that Mike wants to do that thinks he'll keep him clean, but these things never work out, you know. So it's just something different, and I'm enjoying it, and, you know, I'm meeting a lot of good people. And I actually got a job too. I'm working part-time, so, you know, just 30 days ago, I couldn't have imagined these things happening, but it's just crazy how quick some of these blessings and promises have been coming true for me, for real. And, you know, I don't even know where it's going, but, you know, I'm just sitting in the car enjoying the ride, for real. I'm gonna pass. Who ain't shared yet?
Floyd, alcoholic addict.
Hey, Floyd.
First of all, I just want to say, man, I was locked up with Jonathan, right? And, you know, he probably don't know it. I'm that guy that kind of stays off to the side a lot of times. But I'm proud of you, bro. Because I never would have thought it at all. Just the way that you carried yourself, I never would have thought it. So it's big moves, dude. And like when I do hear you share, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I look for. You know what I'm saying? I look for real feelings, man. I don't look. Most of us can spot all the bullshit. You know what I mean? You know when somebody's being fucking real. Yeah, I just want to tell you I'm proud of you, man. I think it's awesome. I know I've heard, like my background is I went to prison at 19, turned, you know, 21 in prison, all that, in and out of jails, institutions, 37, came from basically a low income family, single mom, younger brother. You know, we ripped and ran, man, and you know, most of the people that I hung out with on the street, you know, that was the people that I guess I could say I respected, I grew up with, and that's who I felt loved me. You know, mom was working most of the time, dad wasn't around, so that's how I grew up. And what ended up happening was I got so hard at being able to like deal with people that I didn't give myself a chance. I didn't know how to make friends. Even coming into these rooms and making new friends is very hard for me. So when people talk about, you know, people, places, and things, I had a hard time with that, trying to clean up. Because I always wanted to, I get them feelings and I feel some type of way, when I do clean up, then I want to start kicking it with them old people that I know ain't good for me, but I get that instant gratification because they know me. They know how I feel. I know how I can kick it with them. But this time around, I haven't done none of that. I'm just trying to, open up a little bit, let some people know who I am. I really don't do a whole lot of talking. Once you do get to know me, I'm a hard guy. And I just actually cleaned up like 4 months ago too. I try not to really think about that because I know in the past I focused too much on like how clean I am or whatever, and I know for me, like if I don't just think about today and what I'm doing today, then I just get too crazy in my head, things go too wild and I get ahead of myself. I go to a bunch of meetings, man. I hear a lot of people talk about hope, and just for that day, that meeting, that hour, I get what I need, man, and it fills my spirit that way that I can make it through the day. And I do connect with people that can give me some advice, some shit I've been through. And it makes me feel like people actually do give a shit. Because most of my life I felt like nobody gave a shit anyway. So that's kind of how I treated other people. If they don't love me, what the fuck, I don't love them either. And things are getting better, man. Doing a lot of time over and over can really harden you up, and it's tough to take off the armor, let people in to really know who you are. But unless you do that, it's a hard road, man. But things do get better, that's for sure. I mean, I'm definitely a story of that, because it's been over and over and over doing the same shit for years and years and years. When you do your time, man, you just got to focus on why you're there and what you want. Why am I here, what happened, and what do I want for myself better than what the fuck's going on right now. Because if you don't try to do anything different, even starting in jail, and I don't care what they offer, if it's GED, programs, whatever, take whatever you can get, man. Because that's where it's going to change. A lot of people think, well, I'll do that shit when I get out. Well, you know what? 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. So focus on what's going on in the inside. Take care of yourself. Feed your brain, feed your spirit. And when you get out here, there's people like us out here that are willing to love you, show you what we've been through, and I guarantee you're going to hear your story somewhere, and you'll be able to fit in, man. And life's a lot better, man. It's a lot better out here, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm good. Okay.
Thanks for sharing.
I wanted to touch on that patience piece though, real quick. Excuse me. I was just sitting here thinking, I always like rush my time, while I'm locked up and I'm just ready to hit the bricks. And I was sitting here, being introspective, thinking about it, like, we're really patient people if we think about it. We'll sit there and get mouthed off to a kid half our ages, and he tells us to sit there for 2 or 3 hours waiting for our stuff, And I mean, it's just, we practice some real patience about some things, but other things, it's just really crazy. And I don't know, man, it was just really stuck out to me. So, if you're in there, just don't be rushing it. And, your time's gonna come for real. But when the time does come, you can't rush this recovery process at all. And just take your time with it. And, that's how I've been seeing the most benefits this time. Pass.
Good sharing with us. I'm Cody Manattic.
Hey, Cody.
I kind of wanted to just kind of focus on what he was talking about. I really like what you were sharing, kind of like feed your mind and your spirit and your body and stuff like that when you're locked up. And that's a big thing for me too, and it's like just focus on yourself mainly and really figure out like what you need to do to become better every day. And just even if it comes to working out, making some swoles, eating good, you know what I'm saying? Hitting the weights, picking up a book for an hour or two a night. Just, you know what I'm saying? You're like, every one of us is like a plant. Like, if you feed the plant, it's gonna grow, you know what I'm saying? So just look at yourself like you're a growing plant, you know what I'm saying? And anything that you need to do to make that plant grow, make yourself grow, mind, body, and spirit, do it, you know? And the more that you do that, the more adapted and more stronger you'll become. And I mean, eventually, if you keep on and keep on and keep on, I mean, you'll know when you get that strong, you know. And just wanted to share that. It's good stuff, man. Just let me share.
Thanks for sharing.
My name's Whitney, I'm an addict.
Hey, wait.
I didn't understand what I was coming out here for at first, but now that I know, I think this is so important because incarceration is not rehabilitation.
Right.
It isn't. And for those of you all that are in a drug program or something, appreciate that because I tried to get into something this time and they told me that I couldn't even get into any type of therapeutic community until after I was sentenced. And I think that the time we do inside, we should be armoring up, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to live on the streets clean and sober because shit is real out here, you know what I'm saying? People are dying, it's an epidemic, it's very serious. And you know, I think incarceration is not rehabilitation, but you can do things. You can build your mind, you can read, you can do programs. For those of y'all that can be a part of a therapeutic community, do that and learn something. And you know, really, I mean, it's all about getting up a suit of armor to wear out here for this battle because shit is real and people are dying left and right. I know the people I did time with 10 years ago, a lot of them are dead or doing a lot of time. Some of them are in Potter's Field because they put themselves there, you're right. But, you know, if I can do it, anybody can do it for real. And this too shall pass, for real. And you can do time on the outside. And like I said, it's just very simple. And it's the simple 12 steps you need to follow. And like, I don't know why I didn't get it 10 years ago, 13, 14 years ago. But they say all I need to do is get a sponsor and follow steps and go to meetings. I think that's pretty simple for me to be free on the outside. Because my mom always told me, she said, you're gonna be sober, either doing time or living your life out on the streets, you know? Experiencing the wonderful things that people deserve to experience about life. And the struggle is real, so suit up because things are serious out here, and I'm glad for these rooms because if we didn't have these rooms, I don't know where I'd be right now. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing.
Jonathan,
Okay, Jonathan.
This is real, and we were just talking about hindsight, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, hindsight is 20/20 always. But right now, y'all don't have hindsight because you're not out here looking back at what you're doing. And this is just when I was doing time, watching people and, well, you know, watching, observing, because I do a lot of that. I do a lot of playing around too. But people arguing on the phone and, you know, trying to control everything that they have no control over behind the walls of where y'all are at right now. For real, slow down arguing with your girl because you ain't gonna do nothing but push her away. I know that's a bitch to say. I tried to control mine a little bit. I slowed down. She still left for a dope boy. And listen to the people that's done time, man, because doing time ain't a badge of honor, man. It ain't a stripe on your fucking shirt. It's a loss, man, and you can actually take advantage of that loss and reset your life, because while you're in there, you got your 3 meals, you got a place to sleep. So the only thing you got left that you can really do is reset your life. And I wish I would have took advantage of that right when I got out, because I'd probably be living a good life right now, man. I'm not saying it's bad, but I would be farther ahead than I am now. But yeah, listen to the older heads that's doing time, telling you to shut the fuck up and listen. Do that shit. I promise you. Like I said, I'm a hard-headed motherfucker, and I hate listening. You can't tell me nothing. Nobody can. But if there's a group of 50 people you're talking to, and all of them have done the same thing you've done, obviously, you need to change up a little bit, because everybody's doing the same thing you was doing. You just didn't know it. But yeah, just listen to that shit. Slow down arguing on the phone. If your mom can't put money on your books at a certain amount of time, just relax, man. You got your 3 meals a day. It could be worse, man. I know it sucks to hear that, but it's just real, because I watch a lot of people on that phone, man, going fucking berserk, like they're the Kool-Aid, man, like they're just gonna bust out the walls. Yeah, they rode the whole bid with me in the same pod. They didn't go nowhere, man. They ended up divorced or whatever, man. Just slow down a little bit and take time to reset your life. Don't walk around like it's a badge of honor, because let's be real, it's hard to get a job with 4 and 5 felonies on your record, man. Sure. It's hard. It's no joke, and it's not no crossing the finish line when you come out of them doors either. When that door clicks shut, all them people that you met, all that information you got turns off. I promise you that. As soon as that door, when you hit that cold air or that fresh air hits you in the mouth, all that shit you learn in there, it's gone. You got your little commissary check, probably, $40, $50, how much you ever been saving, $1 a week till you get home, whatever. And you could be off to the races, man, if you don't sit down now and reset your life. Reset it. You got a chance now. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got to worry about putting food on the plate. You fucked up. We fucked up, and that's how we got in there. We fucked up. So obviously we didn't care enough to be putting food on the plate while we was out there. So now you need to reset your shit and start really focusing on how to do that. Pass with that.
I just wanted to share one last thing, because I know holidays are a tough time for everybody, and I'm sure I can attest, and I'm sure these people can too, that those are the toughest days being locked up. So definitely keep your head up with all that stuff. And does anybody have anything they want to say in closing before we wrap this up?
I'm John.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was told yesterday at the Bluegrass Festival we had.
You want to share on that a little bit too?
Yeah. It was a good Bluegrass Festival. Bunch of us clean guys got together and had a big sober party. It was all good. But a guy told me, he said, if you chase your recovery like you chase the drugs, you'll be all good. And that's what I want to share.
Thank you, appreciate that.
I'm Cody, I'm an addict. I want to say something real quick. Like John was saying earlier, man, he said, kind of just like slow down and listen. Like that's what they told me in jail. They said just slow down and listen. You know what I'm saying? I really started to see and hear what people were saying to me, and I've just carried that with me. And eventually they told me, I can see you've been listening better. And yeah, I've been listening. And that was just a big thing for me. And also, man, look at it as like a barracks, man. Look at jail as like, this is my barracks. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm gonna build myself up. I'm gonna turn into a warrior. This is my barracks. And that's just what I wanted. That's just what I wanted to share. Thanks.
Thanks for sharing.
I wanted to add one thing. I'm Drew, I'm an addict. Yeah, it feels good waking up knowing that each day when I wake up now, $3 isn't going to the system. I'd rather put that $3 in the recovery basket in the meetings, for real. Because I mean, 3 times 7, that's $21 a week. That adds up quick. And then next thing you know, you're hit, and you can't even get a bottle of VO5 shampoo or a bar of cocoa butter soap on the canteen, because it starts to rack up. So it just feels good waking up knowing that $3 just didn't instantly go to the system, and I'd rather put that money towards recovery, and that's all I wanted to share on that.
Man, you ain't lying.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
We love you guys.
Yeah,
we
most
love you.
definitely. And we also want to give a shout out to Jordan. You know, he filled in for the cameraman tonight, and hopefully, you know, he'll do it again. So we appreciate that as well.
Yeah,
How's your
Jordan.
neck?
What's up, guys? That's
Neck all
good.
cleaned up now.
Hey, look, y'all, please
Thanks.
come to the McShin Foundation and get some recovery, man. It's
We're here waiting.
it's the best thing that's ever happened to us, man. We hope we see you out here.
Jordan, thank you for filming.
2300 Dumbarton Road.
Yeah.
This will
Ready for-
conclude
close
this
this out?
meeting.
All right.
Circle up.
Good group, fellas.
You getting this, sir?
All right, John, take us out. One of y'all, Johns.
Put your left foot in. Nobody feels left out. Who brought us here?
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, keep coming back. It works if you work it. Yeah, if you don't, so work it.
Yeah. Sweat.
All right, I hit stop.